Yeah, so yesterday we engaged in court-ordered mediation with our friend and contemporary, Kaceytron. And I am happy to announce to all of our great surprise that we were able to find an amicable solution and settlement, I believe, during the transmission of the show that we'll be able to view together and honor and say thank you, you know, and say it's all good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you've seen the Kaceytron stuff. Now we're gonna take a look at the pathetic victims of H3H3. It's a video by Willie Mac Show that goes over both Cruel World, Happy Mind, and clips that we haven't seen yet on the channel, and Kaceytron leading right up until her lawsuit settlement. Willie had some interesting statements here that ring true. He actually had some good predictions of what would come the following day. I don't know if he knew this was happening. I doubt it.
Ethan genuinely has some of the most incompetent enemies on the internet.
Which is pretty accurate. So I've been meaning to watch this. I saw like 5 minutes of it and it was pretty good.
They make up the most insane talking points, and they are rewarded with thousands of dollars.
Dude, look at these fucking... These are the stats here. You want to see the stats? Let's take a look at them.
On the internet, they make up
as of yesterday
the most insane talking points, and they are
$46,000 to Denims.
rewarded with thousands.
$30,000 to Frogan. Was that 37?
Competent enemies on the internet.
Thank you.
They make up the most insane talking.
True.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Okay, Watchman.
Points, and they are
thank you.
rewarded with thousands of dollars.
Also, thank you. I just got like 4 primes. Thank you.
Hundreds of thousands of views.
Jesus Christ.
But are these criticisms levied at Ethan? Well, instead his wife is a pedophile for having a teddy bear as her logo for...
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Again, like, dude, I gotta hear that, like, the people who don't cover this every fucking day, I need to hear the normie perspective on this.
Criticisms levied at Ethan? Well, instead his wife is a pedophile for having a teddy bear as her logo for her clothing brand.
Dude, sorry, it's way too many clouds here. I'm thinking that you're a tier 3 registered sex offender in the state of Nevada.
Well, in the past, I would certainly commend Ela for having a very creative style. Often, some of the outfit ensembles that Ela chooses
You're pedo plus clouds plus L.
feels very childlike. With also Teddy Fresh having a little teddy bear as a logo. I don't know. Maybe it's interesting.
I mean, if you're gonna...
Dude, you know what this is? It feels like a satire on like far-right dog whistles, doesn't it? It feels like a parody video of somebody who's just trying to make a commentary on how like the far-right people would constantly do dog whistles and they get like scared to say what they really mean.
Put that sort of evil on someone, at least have the balls to say it. She does this twice, by the way.
And makes a lot of jokes about Ela dresses kind of childlike with a little teddy bear for her fashion brand. I find all of that interesting.
Wow, she's accusing both of them now. This woman has no backbone, so she does all of these implied attacks. She implies that Ethan is crashing out on all these people because he's suffering from a psychiatric disorder. And to prove it, she shows a study that people with Tourette's tend to have multiple disorders.
So we didn't cover the Tourette stuff. We can go look at Ethan cover this today if you guys really want to. Depending on how long the segment is, maybe we will embark on that journey because that was in today's VOD. But yeah, I don't remember any of the Tourette shit. We didn't cover this on the channel.
He has spoken openly and publicly about his Tourette's. There's a study that says that 86% of those diagnosed with Tourette's will be diagnosed with a second psychiatric disorder during their lifetime.
Dude, so he's clearly, this is it, dude.
Nearly 58% will receive 2 or more such diagnoses.
She implies that Ethan's beef with people has driven him so far off the edge that he's reverted to drugs and self-harm.
Dude, that's the only way.
Some of Ethan's behavior began to seem more and more...
Dude, you know, the only person who ever self-harmed and started doing drugs over drama was Keffels. And I'm sorry, normally this is something that people were like, Nick, you can't joke about that. But she claimed on Twitter that her debate with Keemstar and me caused her to do cocaine. That gives me the pass to endlessly make fun of her for it. Like, she relapsed back onto cocaine and started a meth bender because she debated me and Keemstar on stream, and she blames us for it. So I can forever bully her for this.
Erratic. His statements harsher, bizarre, and more extreme.
Hassan Piker has lost all of his marbles. The marbles are gone, people.
Dude, look at that. Look at that. He's cutting himself, dude. He's cutting himself. Oh, it's his tattoo. No, he's cutting himself, dude. Look, he's cutting himself. Only a fucking crazy drug addict would with their leg like that on the table. Who the fuck would do something like that?
Hard hitting, man.
One, he didn't even say anything crazy. He said his...
Meanwhile, iDubbbz is popping Adderalls. Like, Chad, if you haven't tried Adderall, you need to try Adderall.
On lost
Like, I'm gonna go get my pills right now, Anissa.
his marbles, were really pearl clutching over a PG level insult. And 2, what's with the zoom in? Is the implication that Ethan's cutting himself? He had so many filters to this video, I genuinely can't tell if that's marker or bloody cuts on his leg. So I pulled up the original video, and it's obviously marker that his kids drew on him. So this family
I think it's a tattoo. What do you mean? Wait, is Willie wrong there? Wait, I don't think his kids drew on him.
has been doxxed, threatened, and harassed all year. They've finally been
I think that Willie just got that completely wrong. Unless I'm completely wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a tattoo.
able to close their false CPS case. It's been
Oh, it's a tattoo based on a marker. So his kids didn't draw on him. Well, maybe they did, but they definitely didn't at this point. Okay, got it.
resolved. They
All right, it's both. I concede.
can finally move on as a family. And then randomly this YouTuber with over 600,000 subscribers accuses the mom of being a pedophile and diagnoses the dad as a psychologically unstable drug addict who cuts himself. There's definitely a lot of crazy unhinged people on the internet.
But also a pedo, right? Psychologically unhinged, Tourette's-driven fucking blah, blah, blah. But also pedo.
But it's not Ethan, it's you. That's why I use Aura, the sponsor.
Oh my god, brother. Brother with the sponsor. Get that bread.
Podcast. It's a casual stream where it feels like friends who are hanging out with you, talking about the funny things happening online. But suddenly,
Why is her fucking... This is another thing about her that drives me crazy. Every video that she makes sounds like a true crime documentary on like a fucking... Like there's just no tonal shift there.
things start changing. The host of the podcast starts acting out of character, focusing on dark corners of society, dark corners of the internet.
It's a YouTube drama podcast. Ethan has always covered YouTube drama. What is she talking about dark corners of society?
Yeah, you literally make YouTube drama content. It's just so bizarre coming from her.
Is Ethan talking to the Illuminati?
Suddenly, the host thinks that everyone is against them, even you, the viewer.
Okay, dummy. All of a sudden, you gotta get all bitched out. Like, give me a break, dude.
Wait, Chud would have watched the ad? Wait, do you think that YouTubers make money based off of who watches the ad? You don't make money off of who watches the ad. Showing the ad to more people isn't helping. I don't. That's not. I guess like maybe you might go get Aura off of me showing you his Aura thing, but I don't know. It's not happening.
Oh, suck my fucking dick.
The context is Ethan arguing with his fans who are accusing him of being an Islamophobic Zionist shill.
I know what the conclusion of this conversation is going to be. It's going to be that Ethan's a Zionist. Ethan is an Israeli shill. Ethan is Islamophobic. All this types of shit that you see about anybody who doesn't toe the line precisely as you want it.
But the way she cuts
It's not even Islamophobic. It's Islamizia, dude.
it makes it seem like Ethan is lashing out for no reason. If you watch the full segment, it's just Ethan asking people to not be racist.
I saw this TikTok that blew my mind. This girl, she's on
No, that's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. Because if you said that about the wrong people, that's fucked up.
a train in New York. She's like, I saw these Orthodox Jews on the train, and the first thing I thought was, are they Zionists? Get the f away from me. I'm like, you hate Jewish people. And that had like 160,000 likes.
Again, that's... Dude. Time out.
I thought was, are they Zionists? Get.
If you watch the full segment, it's just Ethan asking people to not be racist.
I saw this TikTok that blew my mind. This girl, she's on a train in New York. She's like, I saw these Orthodox Jews on the train, and the first thing I thought was, are they Zionists?
I have the perfect example for this right now, okay? Now, who here is familiar with Mouthy Buddha? Alright, he's a fucking psychopathic YouTuber. But if you've seen his content, you probably know which direction I'm going in here.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio.
Mouthy Buddha upvoted a video called, like, Am I a White Nationalist or Am I a White Supremacist? It was like a podcast where he was just speaking candidly. And he's like, I'm a fucking Mexican. I don't know why I have these feelings. Eventually, he kind of says, like, yeah, I am kind of a crypto-fascist. But the angle in which he does that, he goes, so I go to the grocery store, right? I, being Mouthy Buddha, go to the grocery store. And I just can't stop myself when I see the black cashier wondering, is his IQ lower than mine? How is that any different than what Ethan is talking about literally right here? Seeing a Jewish guy on the subway going, is that guy a Zionist? How is that different than seeing a black guy and thinking about IQ statistics by race?
get the away from me. I'm like, you hate Jewish people. And
Yeah, like the barista fucking giving this guy coffee, and he's like, have you committed any crime? No.
that had like 160,000 likes on TikTok.
Wow, he's so horrible for calling this out.
It was supposed to be your comfort podcast, the place you go after a long day, the place you went to relax, turned into a toxic war zone, where the host is even launching campaigns against other people that you enjoy watching. You feel like you need to pick a side. The world is getting darker and darker every day, swallowing up your favorite content creator.
If you feel this way, you are way too parasocial and need to find real problems in
True.
life.
A huge stance I have is always being empathetic to everyone, viewing all sides, understanding the
I love this. Yeah, one of my biggest problems is I love too much, you know? I'm just far too empathetic to everybody, even at my own, you know, even at the cost to myself and my viewers. That's my worst quality is how empathetic I am and over the top I am at it.
story in its entirety.
Well, don't worry, she does none of that in this video. She covers Ethan's original beef with Frogan, which was Ethan unfollowing her on Twitter. But Cruella never shows the tweet, which I don't even know how you cover a tweet.
Wait, I'm sorry, what is her name?
Story in its entirety.
Well, don't worry, she does none of that in this video. She covers Ethan's original beef with Frogan, which was Ethan unfollowing her on Twitter. But Cruella never
Did you just call her Corolla? What is her name?
shows the tweet, which I don't
Corolla? I got the Corolla virus.
even know how you cover a Twitter drama
Your channel is the Corolla virus.
without showing any tweets. She just makes it seem like Ethan hates Frogan because she's Muslim.
Ethan rubbed people the wrong way on a follow-up episode of the H3 podcast when he called out a Muslim woman named Frogan who had close ties to Hassan
Cruella? Is that her name?
and supported Palestine.
Are you gonna provide any context? No? Fine, I will. It was on October 7th, the day of the terrorist attack. Frogan tweeted, leftists preaching foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. But his
Yeah, and she went after this Muslim for like no reason. Then you pull up the tweet, it's like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I see why. How did Frogan get oh, it's because it's a fake check mark like that we have. Never mind.
soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. Not only
For some reason, I see the blue check mark and I'm like, oh, that's the old check mark because now the new one is like color appropriate. It's like white, right?
is Frogan cheering on a terrorist attack,
Wait, that sounded wrong. It's appropriate to like the color. Okay, this is still not sounding correct. Whether you use like dim, dark mode or like bright mode, it's like a different color, right?
but she's hoping one happens in the United States. But this is how
Yeah,
Cruella
that was a fucking minefield of a segment, but I hope you understand what I was trying to say there.
sums it up.
Ethan somehow framed
I'm about to get deemed racist for that one.
support for Palestine as death to Israelis and could not fathom a world in which people supported Palestine while simultaneously not wishing harm on Israel.
That post was not just Frogan supporting Palestine. She was
No, because I don't think that Cruel World knows what...
literally cheering on the death of Israelis on the day it happened. I can't tell if Cruella is purposely leaving out this information or if she just didn't bother to look it up. Seriously, I think she got all of her talking points and clips from H3 Snark. She's like, Ethan's bad at politics. Here's a Reddit
No, you don't understand. She claims she didn't, therefore it's been deemed so that she has not.
comment saying so.
Ethan wasn't very versed in politics, and often when diving into the specifics of the political discourse and diaspora, his knowledge fell completely flat. Ethan should never be looked at for
I can't believe she used the term, like his knowledge
Nick
fell
just started
completely
insulting
flat
me
in this
viciously on
video.
Twitter.
That's in this video, bro. We should have watched this back then. I don't know why I didn't.
discourse and diaspora, his knowledge fell completely flat. Ethan should never be looked at for political commentary. I liked when he made fun of the right, and that's it. Yup.
I mean, if this comment from the H3 Snark subreddit states it, then it must be true. She does the same thing iDubbbz does and says that Ethan is mentally unwell for going after his enemies, but she barely touches on why Ethan is mad in the first place.
Everyone is mentally unwell because I hate them, and that's my position on everybody. I hope you can understand my trauma.
Ethan and his fans focus on their enemies and their deep want to prove their enemies wrong. And the question is that mentally healthy? Or is it causing Ethan to be mentally unwell to have such a deep focus on the downfall of his enemies?
Is she gonna bring up the false CPS calls, the human skulls being sent to his house? Barely. She somehow reframes
Bro, you don't understand, dude. The skulls have been disputed because Snark said so. It's been deemed as such.
the people supporting the false CPS calls as the victims.
The situation began in early March when CPS arrived after an anonymous tip claimed his child was crawling around and eating dog food. Ethan Klein claimed that this claim has come from streamers who had spread the rumor that Ethan Klein's children had contracted Giardia.
It's not just a claim by Ethan. The video exists of Bad Empanada making this story up, and Denim's reacting to
No, but she doesn't know who Bad Empanada is. That's the other weird aspect to this, is she doesn't know Bad Empanada at this point in time. Like, at the time the video was released, she's not even aware of how to say his name properly.
it, laughing as her chat demands for CPS to be called.
You know, the house is just like covered in dog shit. And he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid, I don't know what they do
She never plays this clip because she's never seen this clip.
with it.
Then, around that time, the family received 2 unidentified human skulls, allegedly by mail, which...
What do you mean allegedly? Allegedly by mail? Is it allegedly that it happened or allegedly by mail?
prompted an FBI investigation. And of course, probably does not help with Ethan Klein's paranoia that people are out to get him.
Wait, where is the paranoia aspect to this? You're just listing a bunch of things that happened to him.
That he has enemies all around.
If people are falsely calling CPS on him and now he's receiving skulls in the mail as a death threat, doesn't that kind of show that people
Bro, you're so paranoid. Why are you so paranoid? Because it's literally happening to me. Yeah, no, it's like
are out to
it's like kind of a thing that's like actually happening right now.
get him? It's not paranoia at that point, you dumb bimbo. Cruella is so brain
Yo, base dead
she can't even recite the lawsuit drama correctly, even though it's been clearly laid out by dozens of creators.
Due to Ethan's obsession with Hassan Piker, he posted a video titled Content Nuke Hassan Piker, seemingly to bait Hassan into reacting to the content so that he could sue Hassan for copyright infringement.
This is not true. Ethan always
Yeah, it's funny you guys, we covered 9 videos on Quam, and we never actually watched more than, I think, 20 minutes of her video. I pulled out like 2 segments I wanted to react to, and we never actually just sat down and watched it. And I regret that. We watched more Paige Christie than her, and you guys hate her. You fucking hate Paige Christie. I'm afraid to say her name in this video, not because she's like a good content creator or like... I'm afraid to say it because you guys literally 9 out of 10 anytime she's on the thing. All the comments are like, I can't take her fucking voice. I don't want to listen to this fucking person talk. Meanwhile, Quam, you guys will listen to for hours. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10.
Hassan to react to the content nuke. It was the minimum bar for them to debate.
I told Hassan, I will debate you if you watch the video first. Why would I have a debate with you about an hour and 40-minute long video that you have not watched? What would the point of that conversation be?
I did that with him. It was the dumbest conversation I've ever had.
Really consider me watching a f***ing dumbass YouTube video from a drama farm
Wait, you think I have to fucking watch your YouTube video before we have a conversation? Yeah. Why would I do that?
channel to be doing research? I don't need to do research
this is what you're
on a
talking
video.
about.
Dude, he invited Willie to talk about his video. And he's like, wait, I have to watch the video before I talk about what's in the video? Yes.
You're going into a topic you don't know anything about.
Idiot!
Instead, 3 other content creators, Frogan, Kaceytron, and Denims, created content surrounding the content nuke.
Wait, I'm confused. Is that Denims' actual YouTube channel? I've never seen Denims' actual YouTube channel. It has to be. I wouldn't even... I mean, it's extremely stupid if it's not, but... I assume it is, right? About... Let me hit her YouTube channel. This is the Denims channel that I'm aware of, at least.
A fun one, shall we?
Bill Maher.
Yes, please.
16.
Oh, it's auto-playing her stream right now. Sorry, that you guys thought I was watching the Majority Report. I was actually watching Denims' Cold Open. Is that not Denims?
Frogan, Kaceytron, and Denims created content surrounding the content.
What is Denims channel 9? I've never seen this before. Denims channel 9695. Is it a fan channel? It's not popping up on Google. Research? I'm doing research right now. Let's see. Denims channel 9695. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Asian music. That's fucking Asian music. How has nobody brought this point up yet? This is some fucking Asian music channel. Twitter.com Denims Official. Is that the channel that's on the screen? This is no affiliation with Denims here. How could you possibly do this? Does Willie even realize this?
After the content...
No, he doesn't even realize it either. I just looked at that. I'm like, that's not her logo. That's just not her logo. That is an Asian music channel.
Keffel's tweet.
Does anybody know about this?
DeOrio.
Keffel's appreciated.
Kaceytron and Denims created content surrounding the content nuke.
She didn't click on one single video on that channel. You don't even have to. The thumbnails are very obviously not Denims.
After the content nuke, it's been made quite clear who Ethan is and always was. He grifted the left until his own...
Quam is like the dumbest fucking YouTuber alive. I cannot believe this person is even like... I cannot believe that. I would just give that charitability because it's a mistake that I don't think anyone could possibly make.
Bigotry, ignorance, and ego took over. This man is a full-blown right-wing influencer.
She doesn't explain how the video is right-wing.
Dude, that just complete... Willie put that in the video, right? I don't even think that Willie knows because you would just assume you can't get that wrong.
She just reads a comment on Reddit saying it is. And of course it's from H3 Snark.
Dude, her bio is I love research. Cruel World Happy Minds bio. Cruel World Happy Minds fucking YouTube bio.
As up here.
Oh, she changed it.
Excellent amount of research.
Wait! Dude, this is even more pathetic. She got clowned on for the I Love Research thing and changed it to deep dives on internet lives. She's literally decided that she no longer loves research. She has forsaken the concept of research.
We can expect out of her.
Ethan went from being an advocate for fair use to suing other creators over copyright infringement and creating essentially a content trap so he'd be able to do so.
It's not Ethan's fault that Frogan, Casey, and Denims didn't reach the minimum bar for fair use.
Dude, deep dives in the shallow end of the pool. You jump in the water, instantly snap your neck, and you're a paraplegic for life.
All they had to do was not state their intent to steal Ethan's views. Ethan makes this very clear.
I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment,
unless you have a vagina, in which case I will be stopping you, the incel king.
I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing in that.
Unless, unfortunately, you've been deemed to have a vagina, so I must take you down immediately.
That's fine, and I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these three absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property.
Thank you.
Keemstar Orbiter
on video.
Making something fair use means you are transforming the work into your own thing. They stated their reactions were market replacements. Frogan wasn't even there for the video. Casey just acted confused and smoked weed.
Are you being serious? Dog, what are you...
Yeah, again, she didn't have a fucking chance in hell. Obviously, this is recorded the day before the settlement, or released the day before the settlement, so it was recorded before that.
Look, you think I made it?
But Cruella doesn't
Dude, I don't understand. Ethan has Tourette's. What's your excuse for coughing, Casey?
explain any of that. She just frames it as Ethan
Motherfucker's got the tornado bag.
suing Frogan because she's a Muslim.
Yes, I know it's Volcano.
But Cruella doesn't explain any of that. She just frames it as Ethan suing Frogan because she's a Muslim woman who's pro-Palestine.
Additionally, the content nuke attempts to get further revenge on Frogan, the Muslim woman who called out Ethan for following her for being Free Palestine.
Doesn't show Frogan's tweet. The baseless comment.
Dude, she was Free Palestine, guys.
Accusing
you know who else was Free Palestine by definition? Timothy Houthi Charlemagne when he posted the Jewish guy getting bass to mouth, dude. Impaled on the Hassan Piker. That was obviously Free Palestine, right?
Instead of being racist. Doesn't bring up the TwitchCon Arab Jew tier list. It really is unbelievable. She talks about CPS as if Denims is the real victim of the whole thing.
The thing is, throughout Ethan's career, there have always been an enemy out to get him, and an audience of yes people to validate his beliefs.
Yes people. We can't genderify that language. That's so fucking... Dude, guys, they're not yes men. They're yes people. All right? Please use the correct gendered language in 2025.
But what happens when Ethan's enemies are
I've never heard yes people before. Maybe that's a common term some places, but not here.
small and powerless in comparison to him? Wouldn't that essentially...
She's like a 2018 parody leftist. The mistakes she makes on here are just like completely irrational. Like she does kind of view... This feels like a parody that has just not ended yet.
make him the villain?
If people are maliciously stealing his content and falsely calling CPS on him, how does that make him the villain? Is the most vapid commentary I've
Well, because he's Jewish, so...
ever heard. Words mean nothing to her. But this isn't unique to Cruella. This is common for all of Ethan's haters. Kaceytron recently did a stream talking about the lawsuit. Now this got my attention because it's the first time Casey has ever started a stream without stealing some TV show or movie. I do find it funny she's just...
Dude, you're actually so fucking right about that.
Sitting there the whole time waiting for the timer to hit 0. It's just a YouTube video. Casey talks about how she's almost out of money and begs for the stream to donate.
These funds are not going to last much longer given the needs of the litigation and the work that is being done to defend against Ethan Klein's lawsuit.
Which if she's like this, it's like, damn, Hassan really is just leaving her out to dry. He's vacationing in China, buying collectible stuffed animals.
This is
Dude, Hassan Piker's vacationing the Denims YouTube channel, you know? He's trying to go listen to Denims in real life, so he accidentally flew all the way to Asia.
on resale. It's going
He went all the way east to try to find his good friend Denims.
for like $400, I think.
Yeah, this is, I'm gonna full screen this clip. This is the clip we watched before. It's so good, dude.
If she's like this, it's like, damn, Hassan really is just leaving her out to dry. He's vacationing in China, buying collectible stuffed animals.
This is on resale. It's going for like $400, I think.
I think when you buy them, they're like $300 to $400.
I don't want to be like criticized for like coming on camera and like crying and shit,
It's a
because
fucking
it's not something that I
masterpiece.
want to do. Like I've been put in this position where this is what I have to do to survive.
I think the retail price, like the OG actual
Yeah, it's
retail
like
price, if you can
$300.
get it, is like $250.
Like all I've ever known my whole fucking life is surviving.
Oh, it has a keyboard. You can use it as a keyboard.
I would feel bad for her if her response to getting sued wasn't to laugh and call
Dude, Willie, that's probably your best fucking edit I've ever seen on your YouTube channel ever. I've literally not seen a better edit from Willie.
Gila ugly.
Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife. Gonna be mad
Yeah, dude, I'm sure she's really sorry about that. She's all broken up about what she said there.
that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside.
She was lying saying,
Yeah, dude. Listen, when they double down and they triple down and they quadruple down, the fifth time when they say they're sorry, that they mean that shit, dude. They always mean that shit, you know?
Ethan was fabricating her reacting to the video.
Again, people don't hear these clips when they hear the apology. And I think if people always put the apology next to the clips, they'd be less inclined to forgive.
I don't know. I think that he probably just took some other video that I was reacting to of Real Housewives or something, and that's why I'm smoking the weed, because I don't think I ever reacted to that.
When she finally got served, she didn't apologize. She
Is there a day that she hasn't been smoking weed on stream? I don't know.
started slandering.
I'll play Elden Ring as background gameplay if you could find me one single stream that's not related to Ethan Klein where she's not smoking weed.
Ethan is a woman-hating incel.
If I had
Dude,
been
imagine Elden Ring background gameplay when I can't get anything done on stream.
given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not, because I'm not a fucking man. You guys are watching right now.
The fact that you're even still making content as long as you've been on here makes you one of the most successful people. Like, maybe not one of the most successful content creators, but significantly more successful than the majority of people who attempt to be online influencers. It's like the 1% of the 1% of the 1%.
Like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me.
Why do you hate Elden Ring? I just suck at video games. I've literally never played it. It would actually be fucking horrific if I played my first fucking Souls game live on stream.
Relentlessly for like the past 10 years is going to use it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me.
She tweeted, "This isn't about copyright. This is about invoking."
Dude, honestly, I don't have a woman-hating audience. I know how crazy that sounds, but let me just elaborate. When I make videos on Pokimane or QT Cinderella or Valkyrie, they kind of do bad. Like, I've never been able to cash in on the Pokimane thing. I've never been able to cash in on any of those topics. Anytime my audience sees a woman in the thumbnail, they don't go, "Oh, good, we get to bully her." They don't watch. I don't know if they're like, I'm not going to say I have like a pro-women community, but I will say that They don't hate him
Can I
enough
say
to
something
watch
to you,
those
Nick?
segments.
I really like you.
Incel support. As someone who has been a target of incel harassment for a lot of years, there's a lot of them and few who speak up against it. You are egging him on and slandering him throughout.
Yeah, maybe they hate them enough that they don't want to watch them, or maybe they hate them enough that they... I don't know. I don't know.
Entire process, and now you want mercy. Tough.
The reason why I have such ire towards me is really just because I've spoken out against misogyny for years. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only reason, dude. I can't imagine any other thing that would possibly be a negative when we're watching Kaceytron content.
You know, like all of these incel types, like
all of incels. Wait, what? Why are you calling Ethan's dog an incel? What's wrong with you?
Asmon Gold fans, the XQC fans, like saying that I deserve all of this, and then whenever
you deserve all of this, you deserved more than what you got.
Ask them why, they're basically just like, because she said incel.
Asmon actually very clearly states why you deserve it, and your white knight had no answer. Casey posted her sob story to Twitter, and Millhouse, you probably remember him as the racist guy that says AB isn't a real Arab because
No, dude, no, you don't understand, okay? You don't understand. That's okay because I don't know.
He works for Ethan and is half white.
You work for a fucking Zionist who fucking spews Israeli propaganda day in and day out. You are an insult to Arabs, you piece of shit. You little fucking dog.
Dude, the music on that clip is insane. That's the fucking Let Me Know music.
You little weakling. You betrayed your fucking people, bro. I have more of a fucking claim of being Lebanese and talking about—
This guy just turned around and he's like, you have dishonored your family. He sounds like Takio from fucking COD Zombies, dude.
This
you brought great dishonor to your family.
And this fucking genocide. While you're out there fucking cosplaying as an Arab. And actually trying to cosplay as a white person. He's trying to... Anyways.
Millhouse quote tweeted Casey, begging Ethan to end the cycle by dropping his lawsuit. I personally think the only way Ethan could get through to these rockheads is to follow through with legal action. Asmon replies, all you do is talk shit about Ethan. Why would he look for your approval? Do you think the girls he's suing uploaded his video in good faith? Millhouse responds entirely disingenuously. They definitely reacted to the video to criticize Ethan, but I do not believe they reacted with the express purpose of stealing views and revenue.
But why? They literally said so. They literally said that verbally, dude.
Nicholas,
what are we doing here, Millhouse?
The goat. I appreciate that.
Millhouse, why did you not get a skin in the new Fortnite season, Millhouse? I'm playing the new Fortnite season, Millhouse, and you didn't get a skin. What the fuck's happening?
All three of them specified that that was their intentions for reacting to the video.
We're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you
Denims. Why was that not Denims? Fake name. 50 gifted is fucking crazy. Thank you. But brief, holy shit. But
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Did Denims mention that one in the tweet?
Why?
We just read the tweet. I don't remember that one.
you enjoy, watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views,
was that the one where she was reading chat? What the fuck is she saying here?
To the video.
We're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else. If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video,
I'm guessing that's the one where she claims she's reading a chat message.
Follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch
She deleted that one? Oh.
this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
This is literally the reason copyright laws exist, and all of these people pretend.
It's like, I don't know, even then, I think that all of them saw that thread. Why else would they all say this thing? I don't know.
Did not understand that. Asmon asked Millhouse, how do you reconcile with the fact that they on video
Thank you.
explicitly said that exact thing you're saying they didn't do? Millhouse replies, not explicit to me. They're far from the
Dude, it's not explicit to me because I use the la 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 I can't hear you policy, so I'm actually not counting those.
Only ones who watched it. They're the ones who stated their intent was to replace the market for the original work. Asmon reiterates this and Millhouse flounders, shifting the goalpost to Ethan doesn't care about copyright. He arguably has the biggest landmark case on
Chrisley, what the fuck did you just write in my chat? Welcome to the new members. Get in the Discord. Good luck with the retards. Do not molest. I mean, it's a little pointed. It's definitely accurate. Jesus.
copyright in social media history, so I disagree. And the lesson
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Learned here is that you probably shouldn't be infringing on the copyright of someone you've been constantly slandering online. They might not be nice to you in court. Asman replies that this reply is the exact reason why I hope Ethan sues them into poverty. Lying, gaslighting, and then hostility when pressed. You know what you're doing, and everyone else does too. So after this, does Milhouse go on his stream and come up with a more intellectually honest argument? No.
I'm gonna be it's gonna be diabolical when Ethan pulls up the copy of the stream with the chat blown up and shows that non-Denim's chatters said that. And show none of Denim's chatters saying that. Thank you, Dylan.
He continues to lie and saying that they weren't trying to deprive Ethan of revenue.
Said that they were doing it to specifically deprive him of revenue, of views. How is that not explicit to you? They did not say that we're specifically watching him to deprive him of views and revenue. But again, they don't care. That audience doesn't give a fuck of the nuance of the situation.
What reality do you live in, man? Do you have eyes?
The nuance of the situation is whatever I've wanted it to be. It's been deemed nuanced, you know? We've been deeming this to be so.
And ears? They just make stuff up. He then starts using Asman's recently deceased dad as a weapon against him.
And again, RIP to your dad. So sad that he had to pass away knowing that he left behind a piece of shit son like you. Goddamn. He failed right there, my man.
Like, don't you have I don't know for a matter of fact, but don't you have like skeletons that you wouldn't want people doing this with? I don't know if you're the one who had these, but like, I don't know. You could make some really fucked up jokes about Frogan. I don't know.
And I'm sure your dad didn't have a lot of failures in his life, but you are one big old fucking failure. You've exposed your dad's failure to the whole fucking world.
He got mildly corrected by Asman and then immediately reverts to being a
Tectone dead? I don't know. Like, I don't know, dude. If you're going after dead family members, there's some, like, that would be a very bad move for some people, I guess.
Crybolly. Casey says to raise money for legal fees, she's going to do a December subathon.
Every December, this will be like our 5th year. Every December, we're live for the full month of December. We do like a marathon, a Christmas marathon. And I'll probably have all of my ad revenue go towards the lawsuit for the Christmas marathons.
I find that hilarious.
Aren't you going to put all your money towards the lawsuit regardless? Well, not anymore, obviously, but like, it seems like you're going to need more money than that.
Because during last year's Christmas subathon, Casey would put a full movie on before going to bed on stream, and then she would loop a green screen recording of her reacting to the movie. You can literally see it cut when it loops.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That is actually fucking insane. I would never have guessed that someone would do this.
Hey, big brother, remind me of your Christmas plans again.
Because usually she was unapologetically just sleeping while the movie was playing. Again, this person deserves to be fucking sued. I legitimately think people like allowing this to go on as long as it has put streaming in far more danger than any Ethan lawsuit ever could. If she wasn't getting sued by Ethan, she'd be getting sued by somebody else. And if she goes back to doing this, she needs to be criticized for it relentlessly and harshly.
You know how I'm going to Colorado with Martin.
Like, you know how to destroy the streaming ecosystem? Do shit like this and get fucking big media coming after people. That's a great idea.
I cannot emphasize enough how much Cruella gets wrong in her video. She says that Ethan acts overly aggressive towards his critics.
Extreme aggression towards his critics.
Good. You should be.
Like, do you think that Sony is gonna fucking have mercy on you, or you think they're gonna put your fucking family on the streets? Sony's gonna put your family on the streets, Casey. That's what's gonna happen. You need to figure your shit out, dude. Paramount's gonna put your fucking family on the streets, Casey. You get one of these. You're very lucky that you only had to read a statement and give away money that people gave to you. Sell out. But like, the next time that's not going to happen.
Stress because he's a fucking liar. He should erase that video and apologize.
Definitely.
So he doesn't get sued.
But the guy Ethan is refuting is lying about the nature of going on the podcast, which was to confront Jimmy Lee, who's afraid of little people.
This guy, all the times that he said publicly on the internet that he's afraid of little people, and just a lot of derogatory.
Bro, the Jimmy Lee, not Jimmy Lee, this fucking guy. Who was this guy? Jimmy Smalls or something? I hope to God he went by Smalls. Otherwise, that's like psychotic to make that fucking mistake. He went by Smalls, right? What was his name? Like Little Smalls?
Jokes about little people. And then they were
Aubrey Smalls, that's what it was.
Like, and drum roll, we have a little person to surprise you. And they brought me in with basically no warning.
Why? I mean, no warning.
Why would you say that?
That's crazy.
Bro, his name is Sean, dude. What's wrong with you?
And it's so... There's so many receipts, dude.
Mind you, this was in front of like 50,000 people watching live.
You know, surprised him with this live in front of 50,000 people. This was not a live episode. This was a pre-recorded
Yo, what the hell?
And so, and if you were upset, we could have cut it. You know what I mean? Like there was a long opportunity to do so.
Wait, he just straight up lied
No, it's just like opportune to come after you. Yeah.
about it being live.
Not only that, he publicly stated that he wanted to come on to confront Jimmy, asking them on their Reddit to do it.
He says, he's
This is the best ever.
he actually writes it out like he's writing a contract. Aubrey Smalls, volunteered to spend a day with Jimmy and change his mind about the dwarfism community.
Does she get anything right? This video is so desperate to make an actual criticism. One of her closing arguments is that Ethan says,
oh, I can't believe I didn't even realize the Aubrey Small stuff was in there.
Is the B word.
During a podcast, when Ethan is calling a woman a B word, Hila suggests it's probably not a good idea for him to continually use that word, and he kind of shuts her down.
This bitch is so, and I'm sorry, again, I hate that. This bitch is intolerable. You are such a nasty fucking.
I don't know if you can call her a bitch, though.
Hila then asks the H3 employees, Lena,
I respect it, but I do not abide by those rules.
and Sam their thoughts on the situation. Essentially having these two women weigh in between their two bosses and whether they would find that word in the way that Ethan used it offensive.
Hey, Cruel World Happy Mind!
Shut up, bitch! I always do the possible.
When they agree with Hila, Ethan says he will bow to the council. Jeez.
She says Ethan shut Hila down, but then she immediately plays a clip of Ethan doing exactly what Hila asked.
I will bow to the council's will.
He's disagreeing with them, but he's still going with their decision because he's been outvoted. It's one of the most amicable ways to resolve a disagreement. She then plays a clip of Ethan stopping himself from saying the word bitch and then acts like it's a bad thing.
There was a
Thank you.
time where it seemed like Ethan almost called.
Dude, guys, we had a near miss right there. That the worst thing that Ethan ever did was do a near miss where he almost used the dreaded B word.
Called his employee Nate a B word.
Kind of doesn't mean I'm a liar. It just means that Nate.
Wait, that's a guy.
Nate's a
little nitpicker.
He's a insolent employee.
Isn't this what you people wanted? Him to stop saying the word? Why are you mad?
No, he was thinking it. He was thinking it.
Ends the video by reiterating that Hila is a pedophile.
Hila dresses.
Just for good measure, I want to remind, dude, it's so insane that she's removed this. Dude, just for good measure, she's like, just want to reiterate that I think these people are all like child molesters, and they remind me of the people who tried to groom me as a little kid. So if you talk about it, you're a bad person, by the way.
Word, why are you mad? She ends the video by reiterating that Hila is a pedophile.
Hila dresses is kind of childlike with a.
Is that what was removed? This was removed. The sponsor was removed.
Little teddy bear for her fashion brand. I find all of that interesting. It reminds me of when I was really young and naive and had people.
This is a fucking like a trauma grenade. It's a trauma detonator. It's a trauma landmine, because if you say anything about it, then you're just like supporting the people who tried to groom her as a kid. You cannot engage with this topic at all whatsoever without looking like a total fucking monster. Luckily, I am happy to do that.
People who I thought were guy friends that would make a lot of sexual jokes towards.
This is like so fucking irresponsible and idiotic that you would even fucking compare somebody with, oh, there's clouds on this shirt. It's just like the people who tried to molest me.
And then I would always be shocked and disappointed when some time would pass and they would try to make a pass at me.
They dodged a bullet and then pats herself on the back for how much research she did.
If you were a Fallen fan, a former fan, or a current H3 fan, and you made it.
Yeah, it's all that does. It invalidates actual victims. Like, Hassan Piker has no problem using dead Palestinian children as human shields for his content. Cruel World Happy Mind, on the other hand, well, you could make a similar claim about a different group of people.
All the way to the end. Thank you.
Probably the people that Noah Sampson had to hear from before he apologized to Chud Logic, if I had to guess.
Thank you so much. I hope that we can all find peace and love through this video, because I feel like...
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So these guys are all like pedophile Zionist monsters. Also, peace and love to the family.
Ethan has currently lost that.
How are you going to imply that Hila's a pedophile and then end the video like that?
A B word.
You're a
I like my woman like a...
All right. I respect it. I support it. I don't know if I can keep it in the VOD. Holy shit.
Like my coffee, ground up and put in the freezer.
You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Some other things I found interesting while making this video is that Cruella randomly detours into going after QT Cinderella for her complicated family situation.
Cutie also offers anecdotes of her stepbrother who's trans and does not talk to her father because her father refuses to use the correct...
Wait, I forgot that
pronouns.
this was a thing.
But yet, Cutie still talks to her father. They hang out together and have a relationship.
Yeah, listen, if your father has a bigoted perspective on anything, especially if he's getting older, the only logical thing you can do is kill him. Executing him is the only way that you could return to society of norms, okay? The only way that you can do that, you have to execute him. He needs to be dead.
Yet, Cutie still talks to her father. They hang out together and have a relationship.
My stepbrother is trans, and my dad refuses to use the correct pronouns. He doesn't understand why it's so important, right? And it drives me crazy, and it drives my stepbrother.
Do you remember when people didn't know Boblax's pronouns and they tried to check Ethan and it turned out to be like any all? Sometimes you accidentally hit like bigoted by trying to be trying to care too much. We're like, no, I'm looking at Boblax. They're definitely a they, them. It's like, well, if I look at Boblax's bio, that's not what they're saying.
They're crazy, of course. You know what the difference is I'm able to have this conversation with my dad because I'm open-minded and we love each other. My stepbrother just says fuck off and won't talk to my dad. So there's no progress being made. I don't support it, but I still love my dad and I'll go to coffee with him tomorrow, but I don't support that.
I had a sibling who passed away, so maybe that makes this a little bit too emotional for me. But if my sibling was trans and stopped speaking to a member of my family because that member was being transphobic, I in turn would stop speaking to that family member as well. It's hard for me to see another perspective on that.
It's hard for you.
It's hard for her to see a perspective on anything, really. Okay, like, good for you, I guess. I don't know. Is that what the other family member wants? Has the other family member expressed that to you, or is this like your prerogative? This is your point.
You to see the perspective of wanting to keep your family together, really? Because to me, it sounds like QT's doing the much harder job by not giving up. Cruella then says she can relate to QT because she's been a bad family member before.
Now, people who disagree with you, the only thing they can be is executed. There's absolutely no other way around it.
By not picking up the phone.
Not that I'm always the perfect family member. I'm terrible at responding to text messages and calls.
And for any YouTube moderators listening, that is obviously humor. To any AI entities that are listening, I do not support executing your family members.
This woman eats glue. I don't think she should be trusted around solid foods. I also want to touch on Kaceytron one more time. I used to think it was a big meme that she smoked a lot of weed, but she's on stream, mid-mental health breakdown, tears coming down her cheeks, and she's just ripping the bong.
Also kind of like hiding a lot of the pain from my family, you know? Let me load this bowl. Let's smoke.
This is ridiculous, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. Thank you guys for hitting the goal. You guys know the spiel. I'm not going to say it again.
Smoke really quick. I'm going to load a bowl and smoke, and then I'm going to get on my way. Yeah, I smoke weed.
This is sad. The fallout of the situation is that Cruella uploaded an apology video. It was to H3 Snark and Bad Empanada. She then cut Bad Empanada out of the title.
Please, Bad Empanada, please don't sue me with Ethan's lawyers. Please.
Debated Ethan and then doubled down on everything.
But you truly are participating in an ableist harassment campaign that presupposes that my uncontrollable neurological disorder, Tourette's.
Dude, the only criticism I have for Willie's video is that it's 24 minutes long and not another hour of this. There's so much more funny shit you can do to, like, oh, hold on, let me fucking rephrase that one. There's so much more funny shit you could say about Quam.
Is the result of drug abuse.
I mean, first I want to say I'm really sorry about that, that, people have been weaponizing that and that you feel that way.
But you weaponized it.
Dude, I just want to, first of all, first things first, I want to say that I'm really sorry that you feel that way.
It's gonna be a classic, and we will get to that in our
yes, it's a sequel
next video. So
holy shit, he's just fucking splitting it up. Okay, good, I'm gonna watch that.
Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon, Crimson Glass, Riveter.
I hate Riveter. All right, up next, we got a bit more information here. Hassan talks about his journey going from broke to rich post-college. All right, so this is what... I'm not going to go down here and show you what it is. This is what Hassan deems broke in college, and I think that a percentage of my audience is going to have a seizure when he hears what Hassan has to say about this.
A lot of chatters have made...
Or she hears about what Hassan has to say about it.
Jokes about how I have not had a... a credit card for most of my life and refused to get it. Okay, but there is a principle behind that too. It's not even like an ethical thing. It's just that I've always had the mentality where it's like The idea that I have to like take on debt specifically so that people can realize that like or institutions can recognize that I'm good with the debt is so stupid.
Okay.
And it's weird because like must be nice. No, I'm talking about even.
Yeah, must be nice to not have to accumulate that. Because Hassan's talking about it like, I don't get a fucking credit card and spend one purchase per month and pay it off to build credit or do something like that because I don't want to play the system. I don't want to play the game. And then the chat's like, wait a minute. You've had enough money to cover every purchase that you've ever wanted to make in your entire fucking life. You never had a hardship moment where you had to pay something with a credit card that wow, must be nice.
No, I'm talking about when I was broke, dude. What the fuck? There should be... Hassan, you were not broke? Okay. No, I was. I know that a lot of people say that that's not the case, but I absolutely fucking was. It's so crazy that this is... Oh my God. I do not have a billionaire parent, you fucking losers. Okay? Oh my Lord. It's so funny because all of this is straight up on camera. Okay? I know, but you still were not.
Uh-oh.
I got...
He's not happy about it.
Money back from the American government my first year of employment.
Okay, and?
Okay? I don't know why people think that they know better.
Wait, I'm sorry. You can always get money back from the American government if you overpay your taxes, right?
Than myself about my...
If I overpay my taxes right now, I can get money back from the American government.
My actual existence, my living circumstances. I lived in the fucking kitchen of a frat house the first year I lived here.
Okay, and? Again, rich people can live in a frat house if they want to. Did you live in a frat house because you needed to, or did you live in a frat house because you wanted to? Did you live in a frat house because you can get more pussy there? Like
even at the point where I was on Twitch, I was making 60 grand a year.
That's where this goes crazy. 60 grand a year is like significantly higher than the median, right? Isn't the median closer to 40? Yeah, broke is $60,000 a year.
Which is literally nothing for Los Angeles, okay? With 3 roommates.
Then why are you living in a coastal city? Who asked you to live in a coastal city? Dude, I was literally poor. I only made 60 grand a year.
Anyway,
and roommates, by the way, and roommates. Okay.
None of this actually matters. People think you're saying you grew up poor. No, I didn't grow up.
Being in a frat isn't free. Yeah, absolutely. You have dues to pay. Yeah, 100%.
Grow up poor. I never said I grew up poor. I grew up very affluent. I'm talking about the period of my life when I was in fucking college, or post-college rather. Right? Simply because your parents had money, people will say you couldn't have been broke, regardless of whether you had access to it all the time. No, but my parents also no longer had money by the time I got to college. So
this is so fucking funny, dude.
It's wrong. It's something that I've talked about quite a bit. Anyway.
Like there was something that I saw recently. Where was it? Was it Odell Beckham Jr.? You want to hear like Odell Beckham Jr. sounds a lot like Hassan Piker. Are you guys familiar with sports ball at all? I'm not going to spell his fucking name right, but so Odell Beckham Jr. recently went viral because he's saying he struggles to live off of a $100 million contract and how this money is not forever. Okay.
If I didn't have $1 in my account right here today as we speak, I'm gonna be straight for the rest of my life. No question, right? I don't think everybody is in that. And when you've sacrificed your whole life to get here, and you're like, yeah, I played 10 years in the league. And I always explain this to people, I'm like, bro, you give somebody a 5-year, $100 million contract, right? What is it really? It's 5 years for 60. You're getting taxed. Do the math. That's 12 a year, you know, that you have to spend, use, save.
Bro. Most people don't make $100 million in their entire lifetime. And many of those people are still wealthy. They still live insanely fucking luxurious lifestyles. You're making that in 5 years. You're making that in 10 years.
Save, invest.
Dude, if you can't... You have spending problems, my guy.
Flaunt, like whatever, however, just being real. I'm gonna buy a car, I'm gonna give my mama a house, I'm gonna do, everything costs money. So if you spending...
How many cars? How many houses? It's $100 million.
$4 million a year, that's really 40 million over 5 years, 8 a year.
Only $8 million per year. Chat, do you empathize with this guy?
You know, and now you start breaking down the numbers. It's like, that's a 5-year span of where you're getting 8 million. Can you make that last forever? And
yes, you can, bro. If you invest 8 of those, like, you could live off easy interest. Like,
you always hear the people who ain't us and ain't been in the position, like, oh, well, that would last like
easily, effortlessly, you could live off of that forever. Yeah. If you buy 8 Bugatti Veyrons in 1 year, your money might be kind of tight.
Regardless, I don't know why we're talking about this. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah, there's like clips.
But like, all right, so that's obviously the nuclear version of this. But Hassan Piker being like, I'm poor. I only made $60,000 per month when I first started streaming.
That you can find from
per year, rather.
back then.
Just like getting this chicken out of the little containers. And unfortunately, a lot of people use like...
You know what that means to me right now is that $60,000 per year is broke to him because he makes at least $60,000 per month or something. So that's how he's viewing it, right? That's probably more accurate. He's probably making anywhere from like $60,000 to $100,000 per month. So he's viewing that like as from annual money to monthly money to annual money. And he's like, okay, I was poor back then. In comparison, that's probably accurate, but that's not something that his audience can possibly like comprehend or understand.
Organic chicken and whatnot.
What's the name
What
of
is
the,
this, Out of
the
Touch
guy,
Tuesday?
the Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Check the fit.
What is this? Out of Touch Tuesday.
I use whatever kind of chicken I can get because I'm not very wealthy. So that's part of the reason. This is like a very...
Why does he talk about money? Because he's a socialist. And people critique him because they call him a champagne socialist. So he needs to maintain the image that he's a working guy, even though he's not.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on
because he kind of comes off as fraudulent, you know?
Yes. Hassan, you are stupid. P.S. Bang.
Also,
I want the ooh sounder, please.
Also, when he was getting started, $60,000 went a little bit longer, like a little farther than it even does now.
No, but I'll have you know, I was actually lying. I was faking it. I was actually a billionaire at this point, but I just chose to lie and continue along with this lie by living with 3 roommates at the time.
Bro, you ever hear of a streamer house? You ever see Asmongold's bedroom? Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know, what does this prove?
It was a deep 5-head infiltration move. You know? Lol, that is the kitchen of a rich person? Yeah. But this is when I was like explaining the process of using manager's special chicken. That's what I did to get high protein.
Also, he went on to buy like a fucking, like, what was $1 million, multi-million-dollar house or something? How much money was Hassan Piker's house? You don't just buy $1 million house when your bank account hits $1 million. Yeah, it makes sense if he was living with 3 people and then immediately, I don't know the trajectory here. I don't know if he went from immediately living with 3 people to an apartment or something in between. But yeah, you make a shitload of money and then you buy what you're trying to buy.
I would eat chicken.
Yeah, $3-4 million house. Yeah, like if he bought a $4 to $5 million house, right? How much money do you think he put in the bank before he did that?
But I would go to I go to Ralph's or Pavilions and get manager special chicken, which was like about to expire.
Yeah, if he made a $4 to $5 million house, he had at least $10 million liquid. He had at least $10 million liquid.
How's your experience becoming rich differ? If you don't mind explaining. I mean, I am obsessed with doing the same shit that I've been doing. When I was making 60 grand a year, I was doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now. So the only thing that has changed is that like there has been a tremendous quality of life improvement in terms of things that I can pay for. Right. I no longer have to do the same calculations that I used to have to do. Like,
6 to 7. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. He had a lot of fucking money by the time that he was getting ready to go buy that house.
Paying for Uber and whether or not I will be able to actually pay for rent at the end of the month. Right. Like those are the massive. I used to describe it as such. Okay. Being poor is very costly. Okay. Being poor is incredibly expensive. And it's like a consistent weight on you. Okay. There's a tremendous amount of weight on your shoulders at any given moment. And a lot of rich people, especially a lot of rich people who have been rich for a very long time, lose sight of that reality.
Oh my god, he's almost self-aware. He almost figured it out. Dude, he's like right there. He's almost got it.
In the past, if I had to travel, one, I would have to make the travel arrangements myself, right? I would have to make travel arrangements myself, and I wouldn't.
Oh no, dude, my butler didn't do this for me. I didn't have a team of people who were working on my travel arrangements.
Have enough money to make those travel arrangements, so I had to like.
Chat, don't you hate when your butler doesn't do this for you?
Nickel and dime it. I had to like literally talk to the university that's sending me there to make sure that they made sure that my travel arrangements were decent.
I just saw
and if they didn't have money to
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciate
The Twitch leaks from 2021 showed Hassan was making $115,000 a month from September 19th to October 21st for a total of $2.8 million.
to fly me out, then I would have to, pay for it myself.
And obviously, post 2021, he was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
For the hotel myself and stuff like that. And then I had to figure out which hotel I could stay at and how cheap the travel accommodation would look like from the hotel to the university, stuff like that. These are all of the...
Hassan resumes lying. Again, his mom was able to return to college to study, all while managing her commercial real estate properties while Hassan finished college. Also, his entire family line is ultra rich. His mom's family owns houses all over the world.
Things that you have to worry about, right? I no longer have to worry about that at all. And that is a major fucking burden. That is a major, major, major burden that is lifted. As far as like my own personal experiences goes, a major burden has been lifted off my shoulders as far as like having to nickel and dime every single thing that I do. And also beyond that, I have people that I pay that can deal with this stuff, right? That's another fucking major burden lifted.
Why don't you get like a social media manager and a couple of moderators for your chat that delete the comments before you have the fucking chance to read them? If Hassan Piker didn't open chat on stream, I think he might be impossible to defeat. If he didn't give him an opportunity, if he had no opportunity to ever get one guide, I think that he would actually be like a formidable fucking adversary, I guess, for like a lot of these people who are interacting with him.
Off of my shoulders, that I don't have to like make these arrangements and things of that nature. And also, instead of like flying economy as a 6'4", 240-pound guy, now I can fly business, which is infinitely more expensive than economy. But when you fly business, then now I can sleep.
Business is such a good tax like thing. Like if you're trying to get like tax write-offs and stuff and you're going on trips like that, that's like a good purchase because that's just like that's just tax money. Essentially. I don't know. Oh, well that was that. That's the end of that clip.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
You know Hassan has been rich because all he talks about normal people shit like it's a horror story. I had to go to the grocery store and buy the discounted meat. Like, welcome to fucking reality, dog. Yeah. Oh no, you have
Nicholas
to.
the goat,
Oh no,
thank
I
you
was
for the
poor. I had to
$5, my
shop
man.
the sales at the grocery store. I had to look for deals. I couldn't just buy steak for every meal. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Thank you guys. Hell yeah. I was gonna say thank you guys for hitting the goal, but I've already reset it. Where is it? Yeah, this is him riding a horse, bro. That's so funny. What the fuck is that? Hassan Piker. Threesome, yes I got it? Dude, is that fucking blackface? Why is he so dark in that one? He was so poor he had to manage his own travel arrangements. Oh boy, poor people don't travel. Oh yeah, that's also true too. That's also true. Yeah, people can't afford to go on fucking vacations, dude. Holy shit, dude. I can't believe he knew Vosh like this young, though. You know? I didn't know he was such a big fan of Vosh. He started streaming back in 2018. The median household income in LA was $72,000. He earned $60,000 in his first year of streaming in a household of 3 people. Unless he was paying for their rent, their bills, he was not broke. Took me 60 seconds of Googling to cut through that lie like butter. Dude is so obvious. Oblivious, rather. Having a credit card does not imply you're poor. It implies you know how to manage your money. Rich people still use credit cards. Yeah, just 2 days ago on a stream with two other people, he was talking about how he was always upfront about being born into a rich family, and his guests were glazing him, saying he was that he was never poor, or that he was poor. This pathological liar needs to be stopped ASAP. Rich people always try to convince poor people that they're just like regular folk. Yes, this boy was born with a diamond and gold-plated spoon in his mouth. His father is an economist. And a former vice president at Sabali Holding, a major Turkish conglomerate valued close to 10 billion. His uncle Cenk Uygur, who got Hassan into the industry, is a multi-millionaire. You guys don't get it. He had to make his own travel arrangements. That's crazy. I didn't get a credit card out of ethical reasons, but over the principle. How the fuck did you get principles without some ethical considerations? 60,000 a year, literally pennies. Rich kids never know what being broke is. Elon Musk said the same thing when in reality they both went to university for a few years and after living in their parents' mansions. Hassan says the content nuke worked on a lot of people. So in a clip about Nick Fuentes, he kind of just admits the quiet part out loud, saying that he was actually damaged by the content nuke. He also complains, oh, it's out of context. Oh, the clip is out of context.
That Nick is utilizing to obfuscate to people what he truly believes his communication strategy is, why he's so successful. Yeah, it's also ironic because this communication strategy that he is deploying is literally what liberals think I'm doing. The context nuke in and of itself was literally that, presenting me as a Nick Fuentes style figure, but on the left.
But you are. Like, horseshoe theory is real. You are.
Right? And it did work on a lot of people because it presented a shit ton of clips out of context where me saying like liberals are so easy to dupe by Republicans and they get duped by Republicans all the time. Liberals get duped by right-wingers all the time. I hate that. Was shortened to liberals are so easy to dupe. I'm actually lying to liberals about my position when I'm not. I'm pretty open about my position on virtually every single point, with like maybe the exception being what he says about Israel, even though I spend a good deal of time explaining to people why his opinions on Israel are still ultimately different than mine, because it comes from an anti-Semitic position, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's the one defining factor. You're an anti-Zionist, and you definitely don't use it in interchangeable ways to get around that.
It's never just like, I don't like Nick Fuentes' vibes. Or even with someone like Asmongold. Even with someone like Ethan Klein, I spend a good deal of time...
Dude, Nick Fuentes, Asmongold, and Ethan Klein.
...explaining to you exactly what my disagreements are with the type of...
No, you don't. You just tell everybody that they're lying and the clip is out of context.
...content that these guys are...
You just lie about
consuming, and
people.
the type of content that these guys are putting out there. But for some strange reason, every single one of my naysayers will just lean into clips out of context that are that show me in the exact opposite worldview that I currently maintain, that I've been advocating for a decade plus.
Guys, somebody needs to clip that. Has anybody clipped the Cruel World Happy Mind thing with the fucking getting the wrong denims in the fucking video? That needs to be like everywhere. I still cannot believe that that's like a fucking thing that we just found.
Okay. This is a problem. And then their fans
from earlier in the segment,
or people that actually encounter their content.
Tweet it? Yeah, I can't get it during the stream. I will tweet it if somebody gets the clip.
In the wild, or see some of these clips, turn around and go, you know what? Those clips were valid. Those clips were actually valid. I won't describe to you what my anger and resentment stems from. I won't describe to you what my anger stems from, but I will tell you that you're bad and you're wrong. This has gotten...
oh my God. I've never seen someone have the audacity to be this much of a pathological liar. Hassan confirms that, oh God, guys, after constantly complaining that he's never going to get offered a stream award again and that AT&T has put a blockade on his fucking career and he can't move forward from this, there's nothing he can do. Hassan now confirms he will still be going to stream awards despite the fact that he's like an advertiser hazard.
Are you going to attend this year? Yes. Not only am I attending, but I'm attending after going to Ireland. Like Monday, I'm going to stream my regular stream, and then afterwards I'm going to I am going to fly
He's determined to sabotage any ability for this event to have sponsors.
out to Ireland, and I'm
Dude, that camera will not touch this guy by any means, dude.
going to be live in Ireland, and that trip is going to be spectacular. I'm very excited about that. I'm already setting it up with an
That shirt's hideous. Oh my god, my fit is fantastic. Oh my god, my fit is fantastic.
Cat Boys.
Caffels
But then
appreciated the shout out.
after that, I'm going to come back.
Thank you.
I'm cutting the Ireland trip short specifically so I can go to the Streamer Awards.
Dude, he's cutting his Keffel's departure short so he can come back and do that.
You know? So
Imagine he starts doing like a thank you Verizon bit. I can't believe this shit, dude. Oh, also, guys, update on our previous segment. iDubbbz has his new snack that he's going to be cooking up for us soon. Last time we were here on the, I guess, Bulgarian Lives Matter clip this. But yeah, iDubbbz now has his upcoming new meal. Yes, that is right. If you guys hadn't seen the last segment, iDubbbz' snake has shed, and Anissa asked him if he would eat it on stream. So they're going to cook it.
Bijou has officially shedded. And what you're seeing here... Thank you, Nettlemoth.
Yeah, he's going to start eating this on stream now.
What you're seeing here is Bijou's official skin.
So his official iconic skin. It's his iconic skin, dude.
Skin reveal. Snake skin reveal. Showing skin on stream. Revealing skin on stream. Revealing the python skin on stream. You have a snake? What? Yes, we have a snake.
Dude, new snake just dropped. New skin just dropped.
His name is Bijou. He's 10 years old. We got him from, he's like a surrender, is what they call him. And he's a very sweet guy. But last night, in the middle of the night, he started trying to get this shit off of him. He's like, I'm sick of it.
And then I was like, wait, honey, wait, I gotta wake up. I can't get his skin, dude.
Take a bite.
He's gonna, dude, we can't let this skin go to waste. We don't have a lot of food right now. We're eating off of cardboard. I have to eat my own snake to survive.
Would if it was a little bit more... He pooped.
He realized he has an unlimited food resource.
I'm being told he pooped kind of around the same time that he did this.
Oh, God. So it's shit. He has shit. Hold on. I have to be very... Holy fuck, dude. I have to be very careful with the terminology that I use here. So the skin is covered in poop that he's going to eat. Oh god, dude, I almost said something that did not.
The skin shed, so I will politely...
Dude, I was halfway through saying something and I was like, yo, I need to stop, drop, and slow down.
Fully refuse.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna get Giardia from his snake.
I mean, it's gross enough to eat snake skin. It's another level to eat fucking animal excrement.
He's actually gonna go Giardia moding. That's crazy, bro.
In the snake skin. But did he fart? I mean, possibly. I feel like every time you poop, there is some amount of fart that goes along with it. Even if we're talking microscopic.
Do we finally have the inside of... This is the thoughts that he has. This is what's happening in his mind, bro.
Do snakes drop logs or puddles like birds? I think they're closer to logs most of the time, but it's still a cloaca, so I think it's a bit of both. They drop
What's
both,
the name
I'm
of
being
the
told.
guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Thank you.
Oh, they do hard white calcified urine.
Nick
Ew.
started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
Oh, that's gross.
Interesting.
Are you gonna eat that too?
Hard white calcified urine. Doesn't have a great ring to it. Is there a word for the feeling of enlightenment and mental clarity?
Tweet. Nicholas DeOrio.
Dude, that is a crazy jump right there. It goes from I'm gonna be eating my snake skin when he pooped all over it. Like, there's poop all over the floors. Apparently the children are eating it. He doesn't have children. I can make the joke, right? And then the snake pisses calcified fragments of, like, the kind of shit that you'd find in the Taken King campaign. And now he's talking about the concept of enlightenment.
Feeling of enlightenment and mental clarity after taking a crap. Guys, this isn't shit Saturday.
Oh, I'm losing. I'm done. I'm so done. He just said the fucking thing. He just said the thing. This is like an Avengers level team up of cringe.
Or Fart Friday. Okay, we're going to try to pivot this talk of shit
and plankton
ass into music, so we can talk about ass rock, cock of the rock.
Cock rock, dude? I politely refuse. This is why they can't work a normal job. They're unbelievably dumb. Keep touching your face and mouth immediately after handling the shredded snake skin, though. And then she handles the little dog with her contaminated snake bacteria sausage fingers. Poor puppy. Please don't take a bite. Reptiles have salmonella. God, I'm so sick of people getting exotic pets and acting like they're toy cars. This is a demanding work he asks for the prescription Adderall for. Hard, white, calcified urine could be the nickname for Ian. He's still justifying why he isn't going to eat the snake shed. Good job, anus. These fucks can't feed themselves on board plates but want to keep an exotic animal.
I'm not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
It's a low-maintenance pet,
Non-gross
though, so.
snake fact for the iDubbbz segment. Did you know that some venomous species of snake can pass the venom down to their young?
That's so
Look
funny.
up the tiger keelback slightly smiling face.
Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. Okay, now here's what... This is just the inner workings of Ian's mind. A little push off what we were talking about previously.
Not cool. Fart. Cringe. My name's Jeff.
Did it just say the C word, bro? I don't think you can say that.
Fish sticks. Alibaba. Timu. Jeff. Sandwich.
Dude, this is what people are fucking subscribing for. Why are you laughing at a genocide? Wait, what?
Gaza.
Oh my god, no! Bro, that was so perfect. I didn't expect that.
Gaza.
Why are you laughing at a genocide, Ian? What's wrong with you? Who is this content for? 126. That's a milestone in a negative direction. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, why did you just say Gaza and start? This is like the clip of who the fuck plays the Green Goblin in Spider-Man? Norman what's his name?
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Zach Hadel? Well, yeah, Willem Dafoe.
He needs to
Do you ever
stop.
see the clip of
It's
Willem
over the
Dafoe
edge
in the
of funny
movie about the
cringe.
lighthouse where he's like, Fortnite? Dude, it's literally this clip.
Gaza. I just saw Keffel's tweet.
Dude, it's that clip.
Nicholas
It's that
DeOrio.
clip. He's like,
Keffels
Fortnite.
appreciated the shout out.
Yeah, dude. Gaza. The laugh at connecting
I
genocide and
recommend
Gaza
watching
does not line up with
Nicholas
his
DeOrio's
newfound
video.
empathy.
Sandwich.
Wait! You can hear that, right? I didn't even connect that. It says genocide. Listen.
Sandwich.
Nicholas the Goat. Thank
Right
you
here,
for the
right here.
$5, my man.
Right there, right there.
Sandwich.
It says genocide.
Gaza.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, that's a good catch by that guy. What game is he playing? All right, guys. This is probably, we're going to end off the stream here. And when I say we're going to end off the stream, do not leave your chairs. This is fucking nuclear. And this is not a quick segment. This is going to be a little bit longer. Okay? I saved the best for last. There was a mental breakdown today inside of iDubbbz's Discord server, and it is very fucking long. All of his fans were having a fucking war inside. We have all the leaked messages for the entire Discord conversation where all of his fans started fucking bare knuckle brawling over all of this fucking iDubbbz shit. So when I say this is our final segment, it's going to take me a little while to get through this. We're probably going to be here for like another half an hour at least. Okay? This is a fucking secret segment here because I didn't really promote this at all, but we're going to take a look at this. So iDubbbz goes, do I read the Discord? I only respond to people who are epic sauce. So somebody responds to him and goes, do you still talk to Joji? Do you still talk to Filthy Frank? Right? That's the question. If he had $1 for every time someone asked that question, he would never have to work again. I mean, can you blame me, especially with how drastically different the paths of both of them took after Cancer Crew? Why does it even matter? You expect him to also go into professional music careers? That's such a weird thing to say. People constantly pester him about his relationship with Joji and Max and Chad, and it's low-key weird. It's low-key weird as fuck. Like, who is he talking to? Like, who he talks to on a personal level is not really our business. And if he hadn't mentioned anything until now, why would he start today? We need music for this? Alright, I'll give you some music. Yeah. Dude, that's so fucking good. So the question is, like, do you hang out with Joji? Carnage ensues, dude. Carnage fucking ensues. It's total carnage. I want Celeste. Yeah, I want the Celeste one. The Carl Jobst one. I think he hates Joji, Max, and Chad. They could all go fuck themselves. Joke, I'm kidding. It's true, he told me that. A Joji, Max, or Chad appearance on stream would completely revive the streams as a whole, and it's an extremely fair thing to ask if you want to view it as completely transactional or business related. They have all evolved past 2016. I would probably pay actual money to see and hear them talk about then and now. Worrying about who streamers and creators hang out with outside of what they do for content is not normal, and I won't pretend it is. If you want to see Ian collab with more people, fair enough, I guess. Collabs are some people's cup of tea. I said on stream, I did not ask anyone to disclose or discuss anything intimate. Hell, he could have just gone on Cold Ones. Perfect platform for setting and an easy set-in. It's honestly so hard to tell this guy's community if the people surrounding him want him to succeed or just want him to be what they want him to be. You're gonna die on the hill that talking to Max or Joji is too personal, when it probably would be nothing but beneficial to him. If the relationship is non-existent anymore, there's nothing to discuss, that's one thing, but it's another to pointlessly stunlock yourself for no reason. Be so for real right now. You're acting like Ian has no way to form his own opinions on how he wants to make content. I'm not dying on any hill because it's not my decision. What I said, and I'll reiterate, is it's weird for you random people to keep showing up and demanding what Ian does with his content. No one here is demanding he not do something. Not only that, people keep prying for personal details. It's frankly none of your business who creators talk to off camera. That's being parasocial. No one is stunlocked. The regulars of this community are tired of random showing up, instigating and demanding things. If Ian wants to do something, he'll do it. If he doesn't, he won't. I don't think it's wrong for people to ask Ian if he still talks to Joji, considering the relationship used to be public, and their question wasn't asking him to go in depth about where it is currently. It's well within Ian's right to ignore questions about it and choose not to answer, of course, but I don't think it's necessarily overstepping boundaries to ask him. I didn't ask to talk about anything in private. I didn't ask to talk about anything in private. I said on stream. There's no difference than me asking if he'll be collaborating with Denims or Hassan, because they did content in the past. There shouldn't be any barrier in the content for any arbitrary reply. It would be wildly beneficial to do as many of the as he possibly could. You keep trying to tie things back to some deep personal connection when in reality it's all business. People express what they want from a business. You're absolutely right that an individual can create content solely and entirely on what they want, but completely disregard what people are inquiring about is silly. Nobody is commanding anybody to do anything. It's reasonable to ask without being judged. No one is being disregarded. It's just not agreeing that I care one way or another if any of them collab again. But that's for Ian to decide. As long as the conversation remains civil and it remains here, Ian can read it and form opinions on what he does or does not want to do with his content. Hold on. Can I ask Nick a question right now? He can just ignore it. Watch. Hey Nick, what's your favorite color? I like the color blue. I'm very special. Most people don't like the color blue, and I like the color blue. Yeah. So, hell yeah, dude. I'm an iconic blue enjoyer. Let's see. You disregarded me and another individual specifically in this conversation, and that's fine. You don't have to stir away from that if it's your actual opinion, but this community and this creator are going to have a have to make an actual decision and face actual difficult concepts and ideas to be successful. Will you be collaborating? Will you be making more long-form content? Will you leave controversial rivalries and situations in the past? This guy could be in the top 50 streaming by next month. There are too many people in this community peppering him to be a certain way that is ultimately too restrictive and unrealistic. If these decisions also end up being solely his own, the community needs to inform him that a change of pace is probably more appropriate. That's just my opinion, though. I think it's safe to say that this has been covered numerous times previously. You have the right to assume and speculate as you want on people's relationships. That does not make it true. Content creation has the right to keep relationships private, even if they start to be more public than they are now. Everyone takes their path through life. You can't force a streamer to become a river, a stream to become a river just because it will be in the future. This doesn't reference anything that I've said. The underlying argument isn't specifically Joji, Max, or Chad, or anyone moving forward. When people in his own community, I'm asking for something that, when people in his community are asking for something, if he'll address it. I just want him to be successful. Sometimes it means doing something and operating in a way a business would rather than an individual. I think he's successful enough on his own turn. Dude, this is so cope, bro. I think that he's super successful right now, says the guy who's watching a streamer with 130 viewers. Yeah, they want him to be a fucking perpetual failure. You vote out Blue? Why do you vote out Blue? Yeah, I think he's actually super successful. I think he's successful enough on his own right now, on his own terms. I am not Ian. I'm not really convinced by that, by the way. I cannot disregard your comment on what he should do with his content. You came in hot replying to a regular, claiming he could revive the stream. When you watch even semi-regularly throughout the years, you would know Twitch viewership has never been that large. And when he took time off of streaming, which all things considered was a pretty small setback, top 50 next month? And he did a collab with Max and Chad fairly recently too. Like, all of his streams unnecessarily... all of this seems unnecessarily kind of funny when a random Discord has to say about what Ian should be doing to become successful. Yeah, I'm fairly new to the Discord platform, and understanding the whole vibe of this specific app has been troublesome for me, but calling me a random wouldn't be accurate. I've been watching since my junior year of high school. I never watched Filthy Frank because he made me nervous. It's astounding to me that I'm random in this situation explaining that an average viewer outside of the general population of his Discord. His popularity could be vastly higher if the only thing his non-random audience can say is, nah, bro, he's successful where he's at, and the dude is pulling less concurrent than people who cover Cyrax or some random. It's not like anytime anyone receives this kind of pushback, they're immediately labeled a troll or whatever. Every point I said not only still stands, but is further proven by people like you who just laughed at the idea of a community being bigger, better, and more influential. Why did Filthy Frank make you nervous? Oh Christ, what's going on? Lol. Yeah, you were right with that collab would bring in more views, I guess. I can't speak for everyone, but I think the quality of the audience you cultivate is more important than the size. Oh my god. Yeah, he could collaborate with those people, but they're bad, and bad people might watch it. The first time I ever saw him was he had a shotgun in his mouth and he was screaming in Japanese. This is crazy. I never understand new people coming in and asking questions that have been addressed multiple times before. Either stay tuned and enjoy the content, or do a little bit of research to find your answer. I've been watching constantly for a couple of months, and he gets asked the same question so often. Even a casual viewer should know his response. The concern trolling is too much. Dude, the comment was, hey dude, are you gonna collab with Joji ever? You're concern trolling him right now. Why are you concern trolling him? Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, why don't you do research on that? Hey man, are you gonna do any collabs soon? Yeah, do your fucking research, loser. That's so unintentionally funny. I don't think concern trolling is the right word, but I guess it's fair for a regular viewer to get annoyed at repetitive questions. Okay, fair, but it's always the same handful of questions coming from viewers who have put almost no time into watching the streams. I can't understand why those specific points are always brought up unless there's an underlying reason. No one has argued whether or not any streamer should or should not do collabs. Just because it's not mentioned in public doesn't mean it's not discussed. You don't go around yelling in public when you decide you're going to meet a friend for lunch and dinner. It's kind of the same thing, no? Calm down. You came in with an opinion and got defensive when someone responded to you. This only amplifies you specifically... This only applies if you're specifically narrowing the conversation down to literally what we've been using as examples. He did massive collabs with massive people his entire career and hosted 2 massive boxing events. It's been among the largest YouTubers to exist. You're telling me that I'm a concerned troll for chiming in when another fan is asking about collabs?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Who is iDubbbz? You're just wrong about his viewership on Twitch. Maybe you're coming from a place of genuine concern, but you're flat wrong about Twitch viewership over the years. Ian makes his own decisions on what kind of content he wants to make and put out, and honestly, yeah, coming in and contributing nothing to this community besides you should do what I want is what tends to leave a bitter taste in people's mouths. If you actually like Ian and his content, stick around, watch, find ways to engage. That doesn't feel like an attempt to stir some sort of drama or worry about who he is and isn't friends with or associates with. It seems odd to me personally when people constantly ask about Joji, Max, and Chad because, like, do you even want to watch Ian's content or do you only watch him when he's with them? It seems stifling to not understand a person is growing and doing new things and doesn't want to stay stuck in 2016 or keep rehashing it. Anyways, some of it is trolling definitely, but in this... Oh my god, this text looks fucking... This is like cooked. Look at this shit, dude. Holy fuck. Wait, what? Newer viewers, old fans revisiting are bound to hear some questions Ian might have addressed before. I can empathize with this. I remember when specific talking points were said about Boogie2988. Someone I used to watch consistently, and then he fell from grace. I never thought it's over for him. It's so over for him. I had just... he had just daily uploaded and streamed 6 days a week, he would have completely bounced back. I know it's a tall order, especially with the wife, but I'm still confident he can reach massive viewership. You can't really compare Boogie and Ian, that's a bit disingenuous. What? They were used as an example because the original person started a conversation asked about Joji specifically. These questions could be asked about anybody. The schedule right now is 5 days a week, so we'll get there. It just takes time to find a niche and stride. Boogie? I'm just saying that they told him some things about being over, but it's never over. I mean, it's pretty over for Boogie. Boogie's a bit of a loser. But, okay, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, and people are starting to meme on me because I'm saying that too much. They're like, I think that Nick actually likes being the bearer of bad news. Boogie makes way more money than them. Like, Boogie makes more money than Ian and Anissa by like a wide margin. So yeah, it might be over for Boogie, but Boogie's more financially stable than them. Isn't that fucking evil? Like, Boogie's way more financially stable than these two. And he eats like shit off the floor. Boogie is Keemstar funded? Yeah, but he makes Keemstar money too. He's the talent, you know? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Let me grab this. Hold on. Where are we? Bang. Alright, I'm just saying they have the same thing about being over and not being over. I mean, it's pretty over for Boogie. Boogie's a bit of a loser. That's a whole different convo. I just think it's an odd comparison. But it wasn't at the time that conversation was being had, which is exactly why these conversations need to be had to discuss the future. I don't know, if Boogie would have bounced back from faking cancer, people were pretty mad about that, even if he streamed and posted regularly. But no, you're missing the point. Boogie lied about cancer is his like 400th fucking issue. If Boogie kind of like... If Boogie tanked the video by was it Tom something? What the fuck was that guy's name? Like, it was like a Boogie deserves the hate video or something. Everybody hates Boogie. If he didn't go around and say that guy literally deserved to die from cancer or something. What did he say? It's crazy that he survived cancer only to try to... Like, yeah, he got his life back after cancer and chose to ruin mine. That was the quote. If he navigated that drama better, he would have recovered 100%. Tom McDonald? No. Christopher Tom, yeah. If he navigated the Christopher Tom video properly, he would have made it back. Easily. Easily, dramatically. Because if you look at the top 10 lists of bad things Boogie did, I don't think you're going to list anything that was listed in the Christopher Tom video at this point. Like, everything he has done since then is significantly worse than the stuff that was originally in the video that canceled him. And that was when Boogie's mind broke and he stopped trying. You know? He shot a gun off in a school zone. Yeah, I'm saying, like, if you list a top 10, it wouldn't involve any of the stuff that was in that fucking video. The feeder story has to be the... Oh, God, dude. I should have fucking did that for Thanksgiving, which is upload a live reaction to the feeder thing. Right? But I think there's something to be said about don't you have any collabs coming up compared to specifically asking people he hasn't collaborated with in a long time when it's also constantly been addressed. The way the question is asked doesn't imply a genuine interest in seeing Ian create content he wants to create. Dude, why is this guy such a fucking, like, loser? Holy shit, dude. Are you gonna collab with Joji? I don't think you're really a big fan of Ian. I think you're a fan of the concept of Ian. I think you're a fan of, like, oh, dude. Holy shit, this is actually fucking pathetic, bro. Actually fucking pathetic. Right, but I also think there's something to be said about... Okay, I read that one already. Yeah, your last sentence was what I was trying to convey. Well said. Has Ian come out about not being interested in collaborating with them again? Genuinely asking, I'm not sure about that. To my knowledge, it's not that he's not interested, it's just obviously Ian needs to figure out his shit before he steps into collaborative videos in the future. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I think that he can't afford to go to Australia. Is that possible? Maybe he just can't afford the trip right now. You know? Thank you. From what I've seen, focusing on getting in the groove of streaming now and collabs are not the focus. I also think their new viewers do not know that he's living in Canada right now, which makes collabs way less feasible. The political landscape between Canada and the US is a mess right now, and he's starting from scratch on a new platform, and streaming is fairly new to him. He needs time to establish and should not be pressured into content he doesn't want to make. Again, though, it's a question. It doesn't mean you have to do this. It doesn't mean, oh, I know you don't want to do it, so I'm going to bully you into it. It's a person asking, hey, are you going to do anything with Joji at some point? Is there anything in the tube? Are you going to do anything cool? Based solely off of his viewership, people are not coming for the content anyways. As far as I know, Joji has also come out publicly stated that he hates his Filthy Frank character, and so had iDubbbz, so you wouldn't think it would be... and so had iDubbbz. You don't think it would be it wouldn't be an interesting video to talk about it? Maybe it's fine if people keep chirping about it and it gets frustrating, but you're gonna blame people for coming in and asking about an interesting topic? New people join communities all the time. You can't disregard people or make them feel stupid for asking, which I could be wrong about the Joji thing, but I don't know. I don't keep up with Frank. Whoop, there it is. True colors always show. If you missed the old iDubbbz, go watch the archive videos that you're so attached to. Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh, dude, discourse is ended, bro. We've pegged him. We've pegged him as a bad guy. That's so funny. Dude, I'm not sure how all this started. I'm sorry if anyone made you feel stupid, but I think we've answered all your questions pretty well. I don't know why you're dragging this. What do you mean? Sorry if anything I said was too aggressive. I didn't realize I was dragging it. I was responding back and I thought we were talking. I'm sorry I felt like I was throwing punches at you. Holy shit, dude. When you switch to an entirely new fan base, you can't expect your entire viewership to follow. If he's in a better mental space streaming to a few hundred instead of following his old format that got more views from groups he's disassociated from, why attack his viewership? Agreed, I think he's done, I'm done elaborating on the topic. Sorry if I came off as rude, but with the amount of trolls we see in here, it's hard not to get defensive. Hope you're tuning in if you enjoy the content. This is gonna be a nice read. Your profile picture is scary. Buff Brad. That is the issue. We can't give you beneficial answers because we're not in his brain. We're not his managers. We're not publicly announcing or coming out with this content, so we can't answer that. So after the 100th time, someone comes in and wants to know if there'll be a collab, or who wants to know when they're friends, parasocial weird shit, it gets annoying. If Ian announces it, I'm sure it'll be posted about. You're mixing up a scenario. That chatter said that he didn't ask any plans for Joji collabs. They want to say many other hateful things that I'm not going to discuss because frankly it's none of your business. I wasn't attacking the viewership. I'm just saying Ian's only content isn't doing good as the videos he makes. The one with the Hassan has like 7 million views. This reads a bit aggressive. True. Thank you. The one Hassan video had 1 minute cameo in it when the video has views because of the content, not because of the cameos. Maybe it's not just about views. Maybe it's just like what he likes to do. Explaining that if it's not publicly known, and can't give you an answer is aggressive. The message isn't aggressive, the way you worded it is blunt. Guys, what if people made content for niches instead of doing numbers? Yeah, doing content for niches doesn't pay bills. Everybody, if somebody says they don't care about numbers at all, they're just lying to you. They're just straight up lying. Oh my god, dude. Imagine Tanisa. Imagine Tanisa's mom. Might be nitpicky, but I don't know. I'd appreciate it being talked to nicely. How dare. I'm trying to be blunt because I want to be very clear about what I'm saying. I'm not meaning for it to be necessarily aggressive or mean, though. We just don't know what Ian has planned. Okay, I think I need to smoke at least 2 or 3 blunts after this headache of a conversation. Fair. At the moment, is he trying to make a proper career out of streaming, or is it like a hobby for him? I don't mean to be mean, I just want to be very clear what members and mods know. We can't give you answers to things we don't know. This Discord shit's serious. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't think I was being combative. I thought I was trying to be hype about the future.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
There's
I really
nothing
like
wrong with content
Why?
ideas. My advice is to tune in for the vibes and decide if you like the content. If you don't, that's okay, but it never hurts to listen in. Fair enough, appreciate your interest, Twin. I can't say I don't know what their stance is as a whole. There's a regular stream schedule and a wonderful community, so I'd say that we're doing good either way with regular viewers and contributions from the chat. Dude, holy fuck. I cannot believe that that was such a long interaction back and forth. The vibes are terrible. Who would want to be a fan? Guys, would you want to be a fan? Would you feel welcomed in that fucking community? Over one question? Like, that is fucking crazy. Rancid vibes. Like, why are the audience members so tribalistic? They're talking about parasocial, dude. They're like his fucking strongest super soldiers. You finish your dinner in that time? Generational cope. You have to walk on eggshells? Yeah. What do they say about it? His fans are really fucking bizarre. They're really Anissa coded. It's Anissa and 14 different alt accounts. It's got to be like 3 people. Anissa, Hassan, and Anissa's mom. Oh no, Hans and Anissa's mom. The most retarded thing to argue about ever. Also, I think it's obvious. Ian does not speak to Joji. The dude has no friends. These people are very quick to dub something as parasocial weird shit by being one of the few actual iDubbbz fans, being in his private Discord server and deliberately walking the line between speaking on his behalf and directly not doing it. Autism? I love the cope that he's not streaming for views. I sure hope not, because he's not getting them. Also, yeah, they are such high quality that audiences... they're such a high quality audience, haha. Can't you tell by the way they actively suppress viewership? So high quality. Dude, if my audience was doing this to people, I would want to purge the fuck out of them. If a new person came in and asked a question that was like content related, and they seemed like they actually wanted to be like a fan of the channel, and I had people like, from the old guard be like, we're tired of fucking reading this, dude, I would just kick that guy. Like, it's a vibe murder. Isn't the whole point of making content to get views? What is the argument they're trying to make? This is Ian's only social interaction beyond Anissa. No, you don't understand. Everyone ditches their friend's wedding for a tattoo. He definitely has friends. I'm unemployed, but I have no time to read this. I love how iDubbbz is so boring. The majority of the posts in the sub today are about unrelated crash outs from his freakish fans. These people are actually insane. I read 3 pages. I can't put myself through it anymore. Hats off to the ninjas in the Discord pretending to be fans. How do you endure this? I have no idea. What being too parasocial does to some people, it's actually disturbing. My shit autocorrects Joji to Jojo in the post, my bad. Imagine people asking, where's Augie? And then people are like, get the fuck out of the community. We memed on that for a while, but you know what I did? You know what I did when I was interacting with people and they would constantly tell me, where's Augie? I would just lie. That was what I would diffuse it. I would be like, yeah, dude, actually, unfortunately, Augie actually got a girl pregnant, and he's currently trying to, like, navigate custody, and it's like a real shit show, so he's not going to be online. Oh, fuck, wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. Like, I would just do shit like that. I would just be like, oh, yeah, Augie enlisted in the military. He's been overseas for about 6 months now. He's been constantly reiterating back to me that he's having a lot of fun. He misses you guys a lot. Or, like, Augie, he's recently in a move right now. Augie broke his leg. Yeah, Augie broke his leg. And he's currently in the hospital. Like I would just, this is what I would, dude, Augie, yeah, I would just lie. I would just constantly lie. Every time someone would ask me, I would give a different answer. And now that you guys know that he's come back, one time I accidentally told the truth, and he like bitched me out in DMs, and I didn't even realize I did it. I just blurted it out. So I went on and I made sure I lied about it another 16 times after that. I'm like, dude, don't worry, I got this covered. I'm gonna double, triple down on this. And then because if you go back, there's one time where I explicitly told you exactly where he was, and he was so fucking mad about that. Because I was like, yeah, he's got like another channel, he's making a bunch of money or something. Yeah, no, I was like, holy shit, I don't know why I said that. So I just kept lying, and it never got back to it. Like, he never got like outed for it. At least not in relation to me. This is a lie too? What do you mean? He was comment copying? Oh, Comment Cop reemerged in my comment section, so he's still around. He has 10 secret lives. Imagine if there's 10 different Augies. It's like the three Jokers in Batman. Boogie's a loser. It's over for Boogie. Boogie has more regular viewers on a daily basis than Anissa's husband ever had. Epic sauce. Holy fuck, that's cringe. Incredibly toxic for people who think they're above everything else. Yeah. He's not streaming for viewership. I guess he's not begging his fans for money and subscription packages. I'm going to wait 2 weeks, go in and ask the same question with the same pretended ignorance. Oh, they all sound like parasocial losers. Oh, man. This is art subreddit levels of bizarre. A simple yes or no would have sufficed. Too many words. 19 slides just to know he sucks. I already knew that. Why are you blurring the names? Because it goes, I don't know if it's TOS. How small is the Discord? Only 19 screenshots, and some of them are single responses to cover the entire drama. I can understand telling people not to be parasocial, but his content for a while is heavily revolving around collaborations, especially with Joji, Max, and Chad. Yeah, Joji, Max, Chad, Ethan, PewDiePie appeared in a couple videos, Jack's Films, Common Etiquette. Yeah, he had a lot of collaborations for years. Tana Mojo. They have to remember he had 7 million subs on YouTube, is still putting out content to an extent that'll draw. Yeah, you can't possibly just argue, well, his account was always small on Twitch, as if his YouTube videos are not, like, sharply declining in viewership to, like, a detrimental level. You understand, like, this is a lot of money he's losing by these videos, like, underperforming. This is not good. Dude, 200K, 500K, 7.5 million, 2.1 million, 500,000, 400,000, 500,000, 140,000. Like, this is not, like, not a good outcome here. This is an 18-minute video at 146,000 views is not making a lot of money. You're not making sustainable money off of that. You better hope these videos are monetized, because I guarantee they've put food on the table for a while, and that's it. Like, that literally is all he has going for him.